Hello, grade 7. How are you today? Today's lesson is going to be about the grammar. We will continue the present perfect. We are going to talk about the negative, questions, and short answers. So, I want you to open your student books, page 136. Let's start. One here. Look at the sentences and choose the correct alternative. So we want to read these sentences, and after that we will choose the alternatives of 1, 2, and 3. Letter A. I haven't been to the clothes shop. I haven't been to the clothes shop. So if you want to make the present perfect in the negative, we add not after verb to have, and we can write it like this. Letter B, we haven't bought anything for dinner. So this is like this one. C, what have you bought? So if you want to make a WH question with the present perfect, we add after the WH question the verb to have, and then we put the subject, then the past participle verb. D, have you been to the sports shop? This is a yes or no question, and if we have a yes or no question, we start with verb to have, the subject, then the past participle, and the rest of the sentence. Now letter E, yes I have, or no I haven't. So this is WH question. If you want to, this is a yes or no question. If you want to answer, you answer like this. You say yes I have, or no I haven't. Let's now answer these three questions. We make the negative form of the present perfect by adding not or this not to have or to the past participle. Look, we added to the verb to have or to the past participle. Excellent. We added to have. Now to any questions, have or the past participle goes before the subject. Look, this is the subject. We in questions, this is a question here and here. So have before the subject. So have, that is before the subject, before, because after the subject is the past participle. Now, number 3, in short answers, we use or we don't use the past participle. This is a short answer. Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. We just used what? The verb to have. So we use or we don't use. Excellent. We don't use the past participle like this. Now we have these questions. 2a, write true sentences about your life experiences. Use the affirmative or the negative present perfect form of the verb. So you can use the not, or you can use what, the positive or the negative form. It depends on your experience, but now I want to do it in the not, so I can teach you more about this rule. So let's start. Number 1, my friends and I appear on TV. My friends and I haven't appeared on TV. Now we have here what? Number 2, I travel what, by plane. So I travel by plane. What do you think that we should write? I will write it with you here. If you have traveled by plane, you can say I have traveled, and if you didn't, you can write I haven't traveled by plane. So number 2, for me, I will write I have traveled like this. If you can see, I have traveled, because traveled is the past participle of the verb travel. It's traveled. I have traveled what, by plane, like this. This is the answer. Now let's go to number 3. What is it? I eat sushi. If you have eaten sushi, you will write I have eaten sushi. But if you didn't, you will write I haven't eaten sushi. For me, I will write I haven't eaten sushi. This is the answer, like this. Now let's go to number 4. My parents and I go to Ireland. I will write it with not. My parents and I haven't. Haven't what? Because we have go, we will write gone or been. I will write been because they assume that it is end. So my parents and I have what? Haven't or have. You can choose anything you want. I will write it with been. My parents and I have been to Ireland because the journey is over or it was ended. Okay. Number 5. I write a poem. I will write I haven't written a poem, like this. Number 6 now. What is it? I see my favorite rugby team play a match. I haven't seen what? My favorite rugby team play a match. My favorite, we have here you because this is British. Okay, my favorite rugby team, what? Play a match. Play a match. Now let's go to number 7. I buy jewelry for my family. What do you think? I haven't bought. You can write anything you want, but I just wanted to use haven't to learn you more about this rule. I haven't bought jewelry for my family. I haven't bought jewelry like this for my family. This is the correct answer. After we answered exercise 2a, now we are going to answer exercise 3a. It says, write the questions in the present perfect. So we have these sentences and we are going to write questions about them. I just want you to write the questions from 1 to 4. So let's start 3a. This is exercise 3a, as you can see here, and we will make questions for these sentences. They should be in the present perfect form. Let's start. We have number 1. You do sport this week. This is a yes or no question, so we will start with have. It will become like this. Have, this is number 1. Have you done, because done is verb 3 of Do. Have you done what? Have you done sports this week? Have you done sports this week? Like this. The question. Now to how many books you read this week? It becomes like this. How many books have you read this week? So we write it like this. Number 2, how many books have you read what this week? This is the question. How many books? Number 3, you have any exams this week? What do you think? It's a yes or no question. Have you had any exams this week? We will write it like this. Have you had any exams this week? So this is a question. Now number 4, what is it? You buy any clothes this week? It's yes or no question, so we will do it like this. Have you bought any clothes this week? These are 4 sentences that I want you to write, and if you want, you can write the other. I will write them so you can find the answers if you want. Number 5, you write a text in English this week. It's yes or no question. Have you written a text in English this week? Have, then the subject, then the past participle. And number 6, you eat out this week. Have you eaten out this week? This is the answer. Now number 7, what? It's a what or a WH question. So what you watch on TV this week? What have you watched on TV this week? This is the question. Now number 8, you sent any emails this week? Have you sent any emails this week? I will write these answers in this paper for you, and I will take a photo for the answers and I will send them to you. Now let's move to the grammar guide in page 137, and let's read about the present perfect with already and yet. Number 5, look at the sentences and decide if the statements below are true or false. We used already and yet with the present perfect sentences. So let's see, before we answer these 4 questions, let's see the examples. She has already been to the supermarket. Number B, letter B, you have already done your homework. Letter C, have you bought any food yet? Letter D, I haven't been there yet. So let's answer the questions after we read these examples. Number 1, what is it? We use already to talk about something that has happened. Yes, when something has happened, we used already. So the statement is true. So we circle true. Now number 2, we use yet to talk about something that has not happened, but we think it's going to happen soon. So in this sentence, she's already been to the supermarket. So something has happened. But in the letter C sentence, have you bought any food yet? So the what, something that has not happened but we think it's going to happen, or I haven't been there yet, but this thing hasn't happened but I think that it's going to happen soon. This is the difference. So the statement is true. Now number 3, already usually goes after the past participle. Look, where's already? It's after the what? I have and has. So it's after the verb to have and before the past participle. So the statement is false. Now number 4, yet usually goes at the end of the sentence. Is this statement true or false? Yes, look, it's at the end of the sentence in these both sentences. So this statement is true. Next lesson, we will do the workbook exercises about the present perfect for the negative questions and short answers, and the present perfect with already and yet. This is what I want you to learn from this page, and I want you to write these answers on the books and write these answers on your notebooks and take a photo for them and send them to me, please. I hope that you enjoyed this class. Have a nice day, grade 7. Bye bye.